Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning everyone. Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
So for the first, let me introduce myself. My name is Andi Fadli. You can call me Mr. Andi. Okay. So before we go to the main topic, I want to check your attendance list first. Okay. For the first is Abel.
Present, sir.
Rifat.
Present, sir.
Asep.
Present, sir.
Raden.
Present, sir.
Arya.
Present, sir.
And the last one is Abha.
Present, sir.
Alright, good. Good job everyone. So we go to the main topic. It's about journey to the fantasy world. It's from unit 2 about back to the 90s. And in this unit we will explore an exciting story involving time travel, and we will also learn to express past experience, understand story sequence, and practice indirect speech. Right? So we go to the next slide. So it's our learning objectives. Okay, the first about first objective is about talk about past experience or time travel, especially involving time travel. The second objective is to identify the sequence of events in a story, and the last one is write prediction and indirect speech. So this objective will guide us. We read, listen, and write based on a fictional story. And that's all about learning objective. We go to the next one. Right? So the next one is about warm-up activity. So say what you know. Okay. The first question is, what do you see in picture 3.5? So what do you see in there?
A cute girl.
Okay, cute girl from Abel. Anyone else?
A car, sir.
A car. What kind of car?
Is it Ferrari or Lamborghini, sir? Sport car, sir.
Yeah, sport car. Good. Right. And the next question. How did people travel in the 90s? Say what you know. Who know about it? Travel. It's like maybe you walk or ride something.
Riding a horse.
Alright, riding a horse, but there's not in there.
Alright.
And the next question is, how do people travel today? So how do people travel today?
With car, sir.
Alright, Raden, good job. Yeah, with car.
Maksud.
Yes. Alright, like in the picture. Okay. And the last question, how do you think people will travel in 2022? In 2222. Anyone knows about it?
Everyone have privacy jet maybe.
Alright, good job, Abel. Okay, that's a good answer. So yeah, this will help us imagine and connect with the idea of time travel. So that's our warm-up activity. So we go to the next one. Okay. The next slide is about matching by sorting time travel car. Alright, so we know the first is image with the car, and the next, who knows about it? Next, everybody else? The next after the first match. So we mentioned it. Match.
The
first
second.
in here.
The second.
Yeah. So the second one.
This in the middle.
The middle. Alright, good job. You see the middle. Right. And the third,
Bottom left. Sit on the chair.
on the right.
on the right?
Yes. On the right, yes.
Right, yeah, okay. And the fourth,
The girl touching the button. Press the button.
good one. And the last one is, yeah, we know about it. So that's our matching by sorting the travel card. And we go to the next section is about reading that travel card part 1. Okay.
Why evening?
Yeah. So we go to the next slide. Yeah, question. So our next one is about question from the story part, from part 1 story, and you can answer it from our English press point. So yeah, tell what you know about that story. And the next slide is the animation, right? So yeah. So yeah, it's kind of time travel, but yeah, it's a kind of time travel by a car. Okay, so the next slide is listening section. So we listen about the story of travel car part 2. So we listen. Yes.
When Monita opened her eyes, the car stopped. She looked outside the windshield. It was a bright, sunny day. Where am I? She thought. She got out of the car and realized that she was in a warehouse. Monita then walked outside the warehouse. She saw an old man sitting in front of a house reading a newspaper. Excuse me, what place is this? Asked Monita. You are in Banjarmasin, said the man with a newspaper in his hand. Do you know SMP Merdeka? Would you tell me how to get there? My house is near the school, said Monita. SMP Merdeka! There is no SMP Merdeka here. This is Banjarmasin, isn't it? Yes, this is Banjarmasin, but there is no SMP Merdeka here. Is that new newspaper? May I borrow it? What date is it today? Asked Monita. Today is the 1st of May, 1990. Number, I must be dreaming. Monita read the date in the newspaper. Monita then read the headline in the newspaper. The title was, A Professor from Banjarmasin Discovered a Time Travel Machine. Where can I buy this newspaper? You can have it. I have read all the news. Thank you. In the newspaper, Monita saw a picture of a car that looked exactly like what she was writing. Next to the car, there was a picture of a professor. His name was Professor Mahmoud. He was a lecturer in Science State University. The newspaper said that he was an expert in electrical engineering. I must see this man, said Monita to herself. Sir, how do I get to Science State University? Just go straight down this street. Turn left. The university is on Pamuda Street. It is a tall building. You will in it easily. After Monita walked for about 2 kilometers, she arrived at Science State University. She asked the security officer how to meet Professor Mahmoud. It was hard to convince the security officer that she came from the year 2022. Do you want to meet the professor? Yes, let me see him, please. Say it again. You are from the future, and you want to meet the professor? Yes, let me see him, please. I'm sorry, but you cannot see him now. Go home. Monita shouted, I really need to see him. Let me see him.
And now the animation of part 2. And we go to the next slide. It's about true or false from our story part 2. And you can answer it by short answer in our English class point. So answer it there. So we go to the next slide. It's about match its sentence with the character. So there are 3 characters in there. The first sentence. The person who invented the time travel car. Anyone know who is that? From the first sentence, the person who invented the time travel car. Anyone know the answer? Okay, Omi.
The lady?
The lady?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but it's wrong.
But
Yeah.
I'm using the white.
The scientist.
Oh yeah, good job.
The
Abel and Riven. So the first sentence match with the first image. Who is scientist for the travel car? And the next sentence, the second sentence, the person who tried to meet the professor. Who is that?
The girl.
That's the
Woman.
girl. Alright.
The girl.
Good answer. So the next sentence is the person who talked to Monita at the gate.
The security.
Yes,
Security.
Abel. Good job. So the person who talked to Monita at the gate is security. And the next sentence is the person who become a lecturer. Okay.
The professor one is the scientist again.
Yes, the scientist again. So the person who become a lecturer is the scientist. And the last sentence is the person who walked about 2 kilometers. Who is that? Yes.
The-
Right?
the
Because
girl.
it's no one. Who walked about 2 kilometers from the story? Yes, it's no one. So there is no answer. of
There's no.
sentence. Yeah, okay. Good. So that's our slide about match the sentence with the card. So we go to the next slide. So the next slide is about did you know about it. So it's time for you read about this slide. Yeah. So you know, is time travel possible or not? Right. So we go to the next slide. So the next slide is what we read and we listen together. So it's help your pronunciation about this story, right? So yeah, that's good.
Because Monita was causing a ruckus, she was put in the security ois. The security oiser asked Monita to sit on a chair. He then asked a few questions to Monita. The security officer asked Monita where she lived. I live in Banjarmasin. My house is not far from SMP Merdeka, answered Monita. There is no SMP Merdeka here, replied the oiser. That's because SMP Merdeka was established in 2014. That's impossible. This is 1992, said the oiser. But the security oiser smiled. Maybe he thought Monita was crazy. After that, he asked Monita whether she wanted some water or not. Monita shook her head. She said that she just wanted to meet the professor. The security oiser then asked Monita where her parents lived. Monita said that she did not know where her parents lived in 1992. The security officer smiled again. He then asked Monita how she could get to 1992. Just before Monita started to tell the security officer about the time travel car, she saw Professor Mahmoud outside the security office. Professor! Mahmoud! Shouted Monita. She ran outside the security ois and stood in front of Professor. Mahmoud! Are you Professor? Mahmoud? Asked Monita. Because Monita was causing a ruckus.
And this is the animation from part 3 story. Okay, so the next slide is about question for the story part 3. So you can answer it in your class point. So yeah, I will see the question and give score for that answer. So yeah, so we go to the last slide. Yeah. So the last slide will write what will happen next based on your choice. So what about next story about the story that you read and listen before? So yeah, and write your own continuation of the story. What do you think happens after Monita meets Professor Mahmoud? And will she return to the present or will she stay in the past? So yeah, you can make prediction using indirect speech too. And that's all about our main topic today. So the conclusion is this unit teaches us not only about grammar and writing, but also challenge our imagination. Through Monita's journey, we learn how to tell stories from the past, predict future events, and understand character interaction. So that's all for Mr. Andi. Thank you for listening and see you guys next time. So,